So here's a video just kind of showing y'all what I'm actually growing in my garden. So I will show you. Here I've got this is rosemary. These are sweet potato slips. I got another sweet potato slip that is rooted and it's kind of hardening off. This is just garden junk. This is a grape vine with just like some red grapes on it. That's doing good. Basil, according to the label. Basil is doing okay. These are regular sweet potatoes. I'm sorry, regular potatoes that I'm growing. And I'm using straw instead of hay. You said I should use hay. I do get a lot of weeds kind of sprouting up, but the potatoes are looking good. They're coming through, looking good. Over here, got tomato, some chives growing. Here's my mint family. So this is peppermint, this is spearmint, and this is a chocolate mint. These two are gifts from my coworker Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Over here in this bed, well, here I got some leftover compost, and this is another like raised bed. This is what I grew my potatoes in. I made this one, but I didn't use it because I felt like I needed a slightly wider one for my sweet potatoes, but I just made it out of chicken wire. I took the chicken wire and I just kind of weaved it together, made a bottom, weaved it together on the side, and then I threw some landscaping fabric in the bottom to keep the soil in. So I did that for this one, and it's layered with straw, compost, potting soil, and then the seed potato straw like a lasagna. I did it for this one and for that one. And they seem to be doing pretty good. Pretty healthy potatoes coming in there. All right, so over in these beds, I made these beds using a tree that got cut down in my yard. The logs were sitting there, and I was watching Annaval trade using some lazy gardening, and she said I could make my garden beds out of logs. So that's what I did. I put cardboard down on top of the grass. Uh, I don't know. I would give it a 5 out of 10. It was easy in terms of the labor to get the cardboard down. And then, but you see, I do have like a lot of weed penetration in this spot. Now, this is the first year, so that's okay. Over here, I have all like my viney things. So I took these racks from this used to be like a greenhouse thing. I just reused it here. So these will help with these climbing guys, watermelon, cucumber, and I think these are other growing plants. I'm not sure exactly what they are. If I'll be honest, I don't remember. Up here, these guys didn't look like they were doing too good. I just watered them, so I didn't plant them. Chamomile. So this actually might be some chamomile in here because they look very similar. Some kale and what's this? More chamomile. I don't know what that is, but that looks weird in there. And then viola. So I eat a lot of cottage cheese as part of my diet. So I've been reusing those containers and then I just put some drainage holes in them and we keep it moving. All right. Over here, this bed has all my peas. Peas are climbing little guys. So these guys are doing okay. They're trying to have some flowers. I don't know. I don't think we ready to be flowering yet, boo. Cause boo, not doing too great over here, but we'll see how the peas do. Hopefully they'll take to the vine. Over here I have a lot of cilantro. A lot of cilantro. So these actually smell and taste like cilantro even now. But I just planted these guys a couple days ago. I think this one probably needs to be thinned out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 plants in there. So maybe I'll do some thinning soon once they get a little bit bigger. But they're in compost right now. Mostly compost. This is a bed of lavender that I planted, and all you see is straw seeds coming up right now in this bed. But I'm hoping that pretty soon some of my lavender will come up. Over here I have some herbs planted as well. I don't remember what it was, but it looks like these seedlings are coming up. I think these are little flowers. I think I wanted flowers in this part of my garden. So, and look at that. I don't know what that is, but I hope it's not Japanese lanternflies because those ain't my friends. All right, so last part here is my collard green bed. I planted these guys. They may need to be thinned out also, but I just watered them so they kind of floppy. But I hope they come up. If they don't, then I'll be going to the store to buy some more. But yeah, I think I showed you all of them except for this last bed, which is my corn bed. So this is all corn. This one sat out longer. It may be a different kind. And these are all the corn growing up. I heard I'm only gonna get one ear of corn per shoot that's coming up, so that's cool. I have a lot of invasive weeds in my yard. This is in Cleveland. I live in Cleveland, so yeah. One of them is this extremely invasive friend called Japanese knotweed. Now, the black forager says that I can eat it. She says that I can eat that. I haven't been able to bring myself to do it. I did eat a couple of leaves off my sweet potato flips. I didn't like it. Very woody. But I'm keeping some flowers. Here is a little bit more of that tree that I had cut down. You can see how much wood is still actually left. Now I do have a wood burning fireplace, so I use that. And then if I can get an arborist or tree company to come out, I will have them shred that into mulch that I can lay on top of this cardboard in my garden. Here's my wheelbarrow. My husband helped me repair that, put a new tire on it. So I use that to get all the compost in here. But I'm very proud of my garden. This is the first year that I'm doing a garden that is not a container garden. So I got my raised beds. I think I got some systems in place that are working for me. One of them that I really like is this little fence around. It's just like a regular chicken. I don't know. It's not chicken wire, but it's some kind of fence that I was able to put up easily. And then the other thing that I like is that I ran water from my my regular water supply to here, which right now is off, but I think I'm gonna set it to on. This is a time water, so every morning at 8, this is a drip soaker sprinkler hose. So that will come on at 8 o'clock in the morning and run for 10 minutes every morning. So all of these beds are connected to that water. These two beds are not. So I ran those soaker hoses like kind of between the sticks and stuff that I use to make bulk up the beds and the um, mulch and potting soil. So that's kind of ingrained in there to help these plants make sure that they stay hydrated, especially during the difficult, more drier times in the season. So I have a few more planters that are open. I do have a few more seeds that I could put out, but for now, I feel like I'm in a good place. Um, I locked my garden because my dog was pooping in my flower beds, and I don't like it when my dog poops in my flower beds. That makes me very unhappy. I'm glad that she uses the restroom outdoors. I'm happy about that, but the other stuff, not so much. All right, so here we are in my little shaded area. I built this a few years ago. But earlier this year, my neighbor and I, we went to a rain barrel workshop where we learned how to use and install rain barrels. So right now, I have each one of these carries 55 gallons. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little marker here that says 55 gallons. So each one of these carries 55 gallons of water. So I have 110 gallons of rainwater collected from my roof. I connected it to this downspout. There's a piece of wood here in the way, but I save scrap wood because I like to build stuff. But yeah, I connected it there, and then it runs into this here, and then this one fills, and then it'll drop through and fill this one. When I say they're full, then there's the hose that goes down. So yeah, I love going into my garden just to check on her, make sure she's doing good. I'm getting a lot of support from the neighborhood. Um, We have a homesteading club that we're doing. I've been posting videos about that, so you get to see it. And I hope that you enjoy my garden tour. I have a great weekend. Make it a positive one, a productive one. And I'm about to go get an oil change. Thanks.